Alright, hello, welcome to Legendary Tabletop. So today we're going to be playing Wingspan. I mixed in all three of the expansions, so we have the base game, the European expansion, and the Oceania expansion, all mixed in, so big stack of cards here. Going to pick some round goals real quick, so I have just all of these shuffled up, and I'm just going to roll a dice to pick the round goals. So we got 5, so we'll just pick the 5th one for round 1. Okay, so we have cavity nest birds with at least 1 egg. And then we can flip this over. Okay, then we have sets of eggs in each habitat for round 2. Okay, and then round 3 we have no goal. And then round 4 we have cherry and seed in food cost of your birds. So those are going to be the round goals. We're playing solo here against the Automa. Which means I need to get these Automa cards out. So basically on these cards it's going to say for rounds 1 and 2, those are base game round goals, so we'll have these cards out. And then we also need our round trackers. And then the Automa cards. These are going to be the European expansion, so we don't have any European expansion end of round goals, so we won't need those. And we're just going to be playing on normal difficulty. And we do have 2 Oceania expansion round goals, so we'll leave that there. And then we need to add this Automa card to the... Also, we have the Spent Nectar. And we're playing on normal, so the Automa is going to start with 3 or 4? I think 4. And they're going to have 4 Spent Nectar in each habitat. And we also start with 1 nectar. I haven't played the Oceania expansion in a while. So we have this card that we're going to do twice at the end of each round. And then we're going to be playing with Automa's Horde also. So we'll keep this close by to give the Automa the cash tokens. This is a more updated card from the Asia expansion. We'll use that. And then we can pretty much start. So yeah, let me just make sure we have all the right cards here in the Automa deck. So we have the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. So we're not going to add the Automa Society card. That just makes it a little harder. We're just going to play on normal difficulty for now. So we'll shuffle these up. Okay, these are shuffled. Now we have a big stack of cards here, so we're going to use we have all 3 expansions, and we're going to put 3 cards out, and this is going to be what's in the tray at the start of the game. So we have Barrow's Golden Eye. The tray here We have Barrow's Golden Eye. We have the Great Egret. And then we have the Common Cuckoo. So that's a European expansion bird. So 2 pink powers and a white power. And then we're going to draw 5 cards for our starting hand. Okay, let's look at what we have. So we have the Mallard, Goldcrest, Common Goldeneye, Welcome Swallow, and Orange-Footed Scrubfowl. And then we're also going to draw 2 bonus cards. And we can look at those. So we got Forest Data and Analyst and Ecologist. So I don't like Forest Data Analyst. I think we're just going to keep Ecologist. So Ecologist is birds in your habitat with the fewest birds. So just 2 points per bird. So if you have 2 birds in the forest, 2 in the grasslands, and 1 in the wetlands, then you would get 2 points because the wetlands is the habitat with your fewest birds. We're going to keep that one. We're going to discard Forest Data Analyst. I think I just need to shove everything up a little. Okay, hopefully that didn't mess up too much stuff. Let me just check here. Move this down. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to see my hand anyway. Alright, so I don't really think I want anything in the tray. And we also don't have the best starting hand, so yeah, so we have the Mallard. We'll probably keep the Mallard. So the Mallard's good, just draw an extra card. I know it's a 0-point bird, but Goldcrest could be good just to get something down in the forest. We might not be able to use the power. Orange-Footed Scrubfowl. Maybe we just drop that in the forest. I'd rather have a brown power in the forest, but don't know if we'll be able to. Yeah, I mean, the Scrubfowl works because we have the Mallard and the Scrubfowl, so that's already 2 eggs we can lay at the end of the game. So maybe we just keep those 2 as a start, I guess. I don't know about the Goldcrest. So we can probably play. Yeah, let's not keep the Goldcrest. So we're gonna discard 3 cards so we get 3 food. Let's take a worm, seed, and a cherry. Alright, so that's our starting hand. So we have the Orange-Footed Scrubfowl and the Mallard. So we can pretty much start now. We'll probably just play the Mallard turn 1. So we're going to put the Mallard down here in the wetlands. And we'll pay with a worm. Hold on to the nectar. And then we'll see what the Automa is gonna do here. Okay, so they're gonna discard all 3 cards from the tray, and then gain a face down card worth 4 points. And then we refill the tray. So we have 3 new birds coming up. So we got a royal spoonbill, Chihuahuan raven, and a little owl. Okay, so we're gonna draw cards and we're gonna pick up that raven. Obviously, so draw 2 cards. And let's take one off the top. Okay, we got the red cockaded woodpecker. So that's another bonus card bird. We get one more and then we get a draw from the mallard. So maybe we just take another. Take another from the deck. And we got the northern flicker. Okay, and then we'll activate the mallard and draw the raven. And that's the end of our second activation. We'll refill the tray and the chaffinch pops up. Okay, so in our hand we got the Chihuahua raven, northern flicker, orange-footed scrubfowl, red cockaded woodpecker. So we'll see what the Automa is doing. They're taking food and then activating pink power. So we forgot to roll this feeder, so we should probably do that. Okay, so they're going to be removing worm/seed first, then worms. So it's going to be worms coming out, and then we don't have any pink power, so that's it. So we could get this raven down right now, which is pretty good. Just don't really have anything else that interested in playing. We do have the flicker and the red cockaded woodpecker to qualify for the round 1 goal. So we could end up having 2 birds. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play the raven. So we're going to play the Chihuahua raven here for a nectar. So all of our spent nectar is going to go here. And then 2 of any food. So we're going to use a cherry and a wheat. And that's it for our 3rd turn. We'll flip, and the Automa is going to lay 1 egg. And now we can lay eggs. So we're going to lay eggs. We're going to lay 2 eggs here. And we'll put both of them on the mallard. And then we're going to activate the raven to discard an egg from the mallard and gain 2 nectar. Okay, we'll flip for the Automa, and they're playing birds. Oh, we forgot to draw them a bonus card, so we should probably do that. Alright, they have wildlife gardener, so birds with bowl nests. So they're going to take this common chaffinch face up, worth 4 points. And that's it. Alright, so we have this northern flicker we could get down. I think I'd rather play this red cockaded woodpecker because then we can get a bonus card sooner rather than later. So we also have this orange-footed scrubfowl. I don't know if we play this. We should have the turns to get them both down. The flicker and the woodpecker. So let's play the woodpecker first. So it costs a cherry and a worm. We're just spending our 2 nectar. So that's going to go here. And then it's going to be draw 2 new bonus cards. Forgot to refill the tray, so the black swan is out. We're going to draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. Okay, so we have breeding manager and fishery manager. Probably go with fishery manager. Breeding manager is birds that have at least 4 eggs laid on them get you 1 point. So that seems pretty rough. And then you need 2 to 3 birds that eat fish for 3 points. And then the higher end of fishery manager, 4 plus birds get you 8 points. So we'll keep that. So now we have ecologist and fishery manager, and we'll discard breeding manager. Okay, so that was our 5th activation. So we'll flip for the Automa. They're going to lay an egg. Okay, they haven't gotten any cubes yet, which is mysterious. So I'm trying to work out if I have the turns to get this flicker down. I mean, the flicker is gain all worms that are in the bird feeder. There are no worms in the bird feeder, so not really the best time. And they start with no birds for round 1. The Automa starts with no birds with an egg, no cavity nest birds with at least 1 egg on them. So then each cube's going to be +1. So we really just need to get an egg on our woodpecker by the end of the round to qualify. If the feeder changes, we might try to win, because I don't want to play this flicker and not gain any worms. There really is nothing else to do. So we could lay eggs twice. We don't really want to gain nectar though. We should probably look at drawing some cards. So there's the black swan. Game end power, lay 1 egg on each of your birds with a wingspan over 100 centimeters, including this one. So far we have the raven, and the black swan would be a 2nd bird. It's also an enclosure nest, so that would give us a 3rd egg at the end of the game from the scrub fowl, if we do play that. We have 3 turns left. So if we lay eggs, discard 1 egg from the mallard, and then gain a nectar and like a worm or something. We could play the scrub fowl, get the 2nd bird down in the forest, use the nectar, yeah, I don't know. Let's lay eggs. So we're gonna lay 2 eggs here, and we're gonna put both of them on the woodpecker, and then we're gonna discard an egg from the mallard, and we'll gain, so we gain 2 of any food. Let's take a nectar, and we'll just take a worm in case we want to hold on to the flicker. Okay, we'll flip for the Automa. Okay, they're gonna lay an egg, and now they have a cavity nest bird with at least 1 egg. So they're tied with us. So we could play this flicker just to try to win for 3 points. I don't think it's worth it. I think we're just gonna stick to the original plan here. So we're gonna play a bird. We could draw cards first. I don't know, we could just draw a blind 3 times. Maybe we just draw cards once. So let's play the orange-footed scrub fowl now. Alright, so this is going in the forest. And And since it's in this first column here, it's going to cost 1 egg. So we'll take an egg from the woodpecker. And then it costs a seed or a cherry, so we'll spend the nectar, and that goes here. And then this has a game end ability, so lay an egg on each of your birds with a enclosure nest, including this one. Alright, so then we'll flip a card for the Automa. And they're going to take food, so they're going to remove both of these rats. And then we don't have any pink powers yet. So I think we're going to draw cards, and I don't really care for anything in the tray. That royal spoonbill does have a fish. So maybe we take that. I don't know, let's see what we get blind first, so we'll draw 1. Okay, we got red knot. Let's draw 1 more. Okay, barn swallow. And then we're going to take this royal spoonbill because it eats a fish. And that's going to be it. So that was our last turn of the first round. We'll refill the tray. Flip for the Automa, see what they do. Alright, playing birds again. So this is going to be birds with bowl nests, so there are none. So they just get a face down card worth 4 points. Now we do the, at the end of the round, we have to do this twice for the Oceania expansion. So we'll flip this. I'm not really sure which way it goes. Does it go this way? I don't remember. I'm going to assume it goes this way. Okay, so they're going to gain a nectar in the forest, lose 1 in the grasslands, so we'll just move 1 over, and then they'll gain 1 in the wetlands. And then we do this 1 more time. So we'll flip again, and then they're just going to gain 1 in the forest. I don't know if I'm orienting those cards right. So that is the end of the first round. So we'll find the Automa card that says remove after round 1. Take that out. Flip the round tracker to round 2. Shuffle up the Automa deck. Then we need to reset the tray. See what birds come up. So we have the European robin. Alright, when activated from the supply, gain 1 food of a type you already gained this turn. Savannah sparrow. And California condor. Okay, nothing too great. And then in our hand we have the barn swallow, the red knot, the royal spoonbill, and the northern flicker. And we would have tied this end of round goal here, so we're gonna split the 5 points. I believe that's how that works. And then we can put our action cubes back. And then for round 2 we have sets of eggs in each habitat. So that's going to be, if you have 2 eggs in the forest, 2 in the grasslands, 2 in the wetlands, then you have 2 sets. Alright, so need to come up with a plan here. We have this red knot and the royal spoonbill. Those seem good. I would like to get the barn swallow down in the grasslands. And we have the worm, so we could do that turn 1. And that'll allow us to lay eggs and get cards and food. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna play a bird. And we're gonna be playing it in this second column here in the grasslands. So this is gonna cost 1 egg. And we're playing the barn swallow, so it costs 1 egg and 1 worm. So we'll take our worm and the egg from the woodpecker. And then that's our turn. Then we'll flip for the Automa. Okay, so they're gonna be laying 2 eggs here. So now they got 5 eggs. Okay, so now we have this barn swallow in the grassland, so we can lay eggs, right? Tuck a card under the barn swallow and use it to draw a card from the tray or from the deck. And then we can discard an egg to gain 2 nectar from the supply. So we have a pretty good setup here. Good early game setup. I just don't know what I want to tuck. Probably this northern flicker, we don't need it. So yeah. We're going to lay eggs, so we're going to lay 2 eggs here. And we'll start trying to get sets of eggs. So we'll do 1 in the forest. Let's put 1 in the grass. No, let's put 1 down here. And then we're going to tuck this northern flicker behind the barn swallow. And now we can draw a card. So don't really care about anything in the tray right now. So we're just going to draw a blind. And we got the northern shoveler, so that's not bad. 7 points. And it is an enclosure nest. So I'll take it. And then we can discard an egg from any of our other birds to gain 2 nectar from the supply. So we'll do that. And that's our second activation. So we'll flip 1 for the Automa. And they're going to lay 2 eggs again. So they're at 7 total eggs. Alright, so we could play this spoonbill. If we play this spoonbill, it gets us closer to fishery manager. The Cube Dude, how's it going, man? Another game after this? I just started this game, but yeah, I probably will. I'm playing the Oceania expansion today. Yeah, so I got a good start. This is only the second round, so yeah, I got the Raven and the Barn Swallow in the grassland, so just pretty strong start. I think I'm gonna play this Spoonbill. Maybe draw cards. This end of round goal is sets of eggs in each habitat, so I don't know how many sets I'm gonna be able to get with the Raven constantly discarding eggs, but yeah, I might just play. I think what I want to do is right now I'm gonna play the Royal Spoonbill. So this is gonna go in the second column here, so it does cost an egg. So we'll take an egg from the scrub fowl, and then it's gonna cost 2 food, and we're just gonna pay with our 2 nectar here, and and that goes on the spent nectar location. And that's our third activation. So then we'll flip a card for the Automa, and they're finally gonna wipe the tray. So we've got 3 new cards coming out in the tray, because that was some pretty bad cards out there. So we can see what comes up here. Okay, there's the wood duck, the gala. Okay, that would have been a really good start. And then the lesser white throat. I really like the wood duck and the gala. That would be a really good forest combination. It just seems a little late. We already have a pretty good... Yeah, the gala. Yeah. Oh, the gala can go in the grasslands too. No need for a forest bird. You've got the raven. Throw that gala in the grasslands. Guaranteed 2 points every time. Yeah. Alright, so you think I should put it in the grasslands and just continue laying eggs? Yeah, so I might just tuck this shoveler then. Pick it up. Yeah, I think I have to grab it. So I'm going to lay eggs here. I'm going to lay 2 eggs. I'll just put 1 here. 1 on the spoonbill, and then we'll use the barn swallow to tuck this shoveler, and we'll keep the red knot, and we're gonna pick up the gala, and then we'll discard an egg to gain 2 nectar since we want to get this gala down, and then refill the tray, and the peregrine falcon comes up. Alright, we'll flip a card for the Automa, and they're going to play birds. So they have wildlife gardener. So that actually helps us because they're going to take the 0-point lesser whitethroat face up, and that's it. And then they also gain a cube on the end of round goal. So they got, I believe, another set. For round 2, they start with no sets. So that's 1 set. Did they get a face down card on their last turn? Did I not give them one? Or did I just wipe the tray? I'll give them one now. Just in case. Thank you for that. So we'll refill the tray, and then we have Maltoni's Warbler. Damn, I would really like to have that too. Although I don't know if I can waste time doing all those extra actions. I feel like that's a waste. So we have the gala now. I need cards though. I'm running out of stuff to tuck with the barn swallow. So I was thinking about using a turn to draw cards, just to get stuff to tuck under the barn swallow. Because I kind of want to play this red knot, because it's going to give me a bonus card and more cards. So I think I'm going to draw cards once. So a peregrine falcon's not bad. We don't have anything out there that really helps us with our bonus cards. Yeah, cards, eggs, gala. Yeah, we have three actions left. So I was gonna pick up some cards, so we can draw 2 here. The peregrine falcon's good. I mean, it's not a bad bird for here. It's 5 points. But we can get it with the spoonbill. So let's draw 2 from here. We got the Australian shelduck. And then juniper titmouse. Okay, bunch of tucking fodder. And then Draw one face up from the tray with a stick or star nest. So we'll take the peregrine falcon. And then we can draw one more from the mallard. Yeah, I got the spoonbill, so we were able to pick up that falcon now, which is really nice. So that's going to be my 5th activation. So we'll refill the tray and the black woodpecker comes up. And then we'll flip a card for the Automa, and they're going to play birds. So they'll take Maltoni's Warbler for 3 points. And then the cockatiel comes up. Okay, so now we can do eggs. We can lay eggs here. I do kind of want to qualify for this end of round goal. I just don't think it's possible. We might have to give up a card. Maybe we can spend a nectar. Because we're going to get 2, right? So we can spend a nectar in the grasslands to lay 3 eggs instead of 2. So we could put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And then we can tuck this brown pelican and draw 1. So we got the northern bobwhite, and then we can discard 1 from the woodpecker to get 2 more nectar. So yeah, we're not going to qualify for the sets of eggs. But it is what it is. So we'll flip 1 for the Automa. They're going to get another set of eggs, which is why I don't really care about going for those end of round goals. It's a little too swingy. 2 eggs puts them at 9. 9 eggs, and then another cube on the end of round goal. So they have 2 sets of eggs. So we were never going to get 2 sets. Not with the Raven. So with our last activation, we're playing this Gala. So this is going to be... Yeah, I was hoping to get some different round goals. The next one is no goal. I'd rather have that in the first one, but I rolled a dice. I'd rather just choose them on my own sometimes, but yeah. So here's the Gala going down in the 3rd column, so we're going to spend 3 nectar to play that. And then we'll take an egg from the spoonbill. And that would be our last activation. So we'll flip 1 for the Automa. And then they're going to remove cherries, then rats, then fish. So this fish will come out. And then we have to do this twice. The cube, dude, maybe you know. Am I orienting these cards properly or no? Like, do they go this way or this way? If you can see. So, like... Is it like this? I think I've always done it like this. But I have no clue. So I've been doing it this way for this game, but I believe in the past I've done it the other way. And if you look at the backs of the cards, that's correct. Upside down? Really? So the way I have it now? That's crazy. I've been playing wrong forever. The rules have it like that. Wow. Okay. Alright, so in this case, they would lose 1 in the forest. And then we do 1 more. The cube side closer. Wow. So I've been doing this completely wrong for a very long time then. Okay. And then they lose 1 more in the forest and gain 1 in the grassland. So back to pretty much even there. 5 in each. And then we can take this card out because this says remove after round 2. And then we can shuffle these Automa cards and flip this round tracker over to round 3. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe I've been playing wrong the whole time. I always had the cards the opposite way. I just tried to match up the colors on the back side, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really say which way to orient the card. I always just put them this way. So yeah, we shuffled the Automa cards. We can refill this tray. And then we lost the end of round goal. We didn't qualify at all, so they're going to get 5 points, and then we'll get 0, which is a shame. Now, for this, we have no goal, round 3, so we can look at these goals. We have no goal for round 3. What's the game plan for this round? Maybe try to get down the Falcon and the Bob White. Eggs, Falcon, eggs, eggs, Bob White cards. The Bob White, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the Bob White could be good. So we have... I know it's hard to see my hand here, but... Yeah, the Bob White with the Raven, it would help. It definitely would help. Yeah, I don't see why not. We need 3 wheat though. Yeah, you'd have a 7 to 8 point engine, including the Raven egg. So like, at the end of the game, you mean? If I did Bob White, Falcon. Yeah, either way. I guess I could get the Falcon down sooner. There is no goal for round 3, so yeah. So let's see what comes up in the tray. We got Barred Owl. We have Carrion Crow. And then we have a Korimako. Don't know if I've ever seen that one. Discard any number of rats to gain that many nectar from the supply. And then the Carrion Crow, no. Barred Owl, no. Yeah, I think we just play the Bob White and the Falcon and just lay eggs. Last end of round, yeah, so that would give us 3 wheat. Good call. Very true. Yeah, the Gala and the Bob White, that would put us at 6. And then we have 7 from the Woodpecker, 8 from 9. No, that's just 8 from the Scrub Fowl, and then we have the Mallard as well for 1 more. So yeah, I think we're gonna lay eggs. The question is, do we want to discard 2 cards to lay 4 eggs? No. I think we just keep cycling cards on the Barn Swallow. Maybe we pick something up. I mean, we're just laying 2 eggs at a time. Alright, so I have a question about the Gala. So it's choose 1 other player. They reset the bird feeder, gain a wheat if there is one. Okay, does it always tuck 2 from the deck behind this bird? Or does there have to be a wheat? You always tuck 2. Wow. Yeah, the Gala is good. That seems pretty overpowered. So what I think I'll do is I'll discard 1 card. So we're going to get rid of this Juniper Titmouse so we can lay 3 eggs. And we'll just put 1 on the Spoonbill, 1 on the Mallard, and then one up here on the woodpecker. And then we're going to choose the Automa to reset the bird feeder. And there is a wheat, so they'll gain a wheat. I guess we choose which one. And since they're gaining a wheat, they get 1 horde token. And then we tuck 2 from the deck. And then we can tuck 1. So let's tuck this Australian shell duck. And I think we're just going to draw a blind because we're looking for another fish bird. And we pulled the common nighthawk. Okay, now we can discard an egg from the spoonbill to gain 2 nectar. And now that was our first activation. So yeah, that's pretty good already. Yeah, so we always tuck 2. That's pretty cool. And we always have to reset the bird feeder, I guess. And give them a wheat, which is only 1 point when you're playing with the Automa's Horde, I guess, this card. So this card is like, I don't know, might be hard to see, but they're going to get, like, depending on your difficulty, I guess they get, like, 1 token for 1 food, which ends up being, like, on normal, it'd be, like, 3 or 4 tokens is a point, so still worth it, probably. So, yeah, we'll flip 1 for the Automa's first activation here, and they're going to play birds. So, bull nest birds, so they're going to be taking this Korimako bird that I can't pronounce. And they're also going to gain a cube on the end of round goal. So I don't really see how that affects anything since there is no goal, so we won't put 1. And then we have the downy woodpecker pops up in the tray. Okay, so we can lay eggs again. And we'll just lay 2 this time. So we'll put 1 on the spoonbill. We can put 1 on the scrub fowl. And then we'll reset the bird feeder. So we're going to re-roll all these again. Yeah, so I forgot to pull 1 at the very beginning of the game, but we are playing with wildlife gardeners, so they are taking bull nest birds. I need to move my camera up a little so that you can see a little bit more. It really sucks. Like, you can't even see my hand. You can't see anything. But yeah, their bonus card is Wildlife Gardener. Okay, so we reset that. They gained a wheat. So we'll give them a cash token. And then we tuck 2 from the deck. And then we can tuck 1 from the barn swallow. We'll tuck this nighthawk. And I think we're going to draw a blind again. Okay, so we got the greater prairie chicken. Okay, another bonus card bird. Do I like that better than the bob white? They're both 5 points. This one gives me a bonus card. The extra egg, though. Oh, true. Yeah, I should have played the falcon already. Well, it's kind of late for that, right? Yeah, I completely forgot about the falcon. I was going to put the bob white down first. I don't know why. So we drew the greater prairie chicken, and then we're going to discard an egg from the scrub fowl to get 2 nectar. And then we'll flip for the Automa. They're going to lay 2 eggs. The bobwhite over the prairie chicken. Yeah, they're both going to be good because we have that scrub fowl. So we'll be able to lay a bunch of eggs at the end of the game too. Okay, so we have 5 nectar now. And then they're going to get another cube on the end of round goal. Oh, that doesn't matter. I keep forgetting about that. All right, so the bobwhite, we should play the bobwhite. So we're going to play the bobwhite out here in this 4th column in the grasslands. So this is going to cost 2 eggs now and then 3 wheat. So we're going to spend our 3 nectar and 2 eggs. So we'll take 1 from the scrub fowl and 1 from the spoonbill. And that is it for our 3rd activation. Yeah, that's true. That's what I was thinking, but I completely forgot about the falcon. I forgot I had the falcon in my hand. So that was our 3rd activation. We could flip 1 for the Automa, and they're just going to be removing food here. So starting with cherries and then fish. So we'll take the fish out. We have no pink powers. And now we can lay eggs again. So we can lay 3 eggs now. We could discard a nectar here. To get an extra egg. I'm just wondering about this, at least this red knot, because we're not going to play this prairie chicken, so I'll probably tuck this turn. I'm pretty sure we're going to win the spent nectar in the grasslands because we have a pretty big stack there. It's just, is it worth it for the extra egg? I don't know. Because we can get 4 eggs. I guess I don't really see why not. So we'll spend the egg. We'll spend this nectar to get 4 eggs. So we'll just try to spread these out. We'll do 1 up here. Yeah, see, I'm at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And they're only at 5 or 4 in the grasslands. But they add 1 in each habitat at the end of a no-goal round. So, yeah, there is that. Okay, and then we'll activate the bobwhite. So we're going to lay an egg on this bird. Easy enough. And then we can choose 1 other player, reset the bird feeder. So we're going to re-roll this feeder and see if a nectar comes up. Or wheat, sorry. Okay, so wheat does come up. So then take the wheat out and give them a cash point. Now we tuck 2 from the deck. Behind the gala. And then I think I'm going to tuck this prairie chicken behind the barn swallow. And yeah, we'll draw from the top of the deck. And there's the snow bunting. Yeah, we'll discard an egg from the mallard and take 2 more nectar. Okay. That was our 4th. So we'll flip 1 for the Automa. They're going to play birds again. So in the tray we have no bowl nest birds, so they're just going to get a face down card worth 4 points and another cube on the end of round goal, which doesn't matter because there is no goal. Okay, now we can play our Peregrine Falcon. So we're going to play this also in the grasslands. So this is going to be in the very last column. And it's going to cost 2 eggs and 2 rats. So we're going to spend an egg from the bobwhite and the barn swallow. And then 2 nectar. So we're at like 11 something spent nectar in the grasslands now. And then we'll have 1 activation of our grasslands, and then we can probably just lay eggs all throughout the last round. So let's flip 1 for the Automa. Okay, so this is the Automa card. So we can discard the tray. Give them a face down card. And then they would get another cube on the end of round goal. I'm really glad it's no goal because they would be killing it with like 4 cubes right now. Yeah, we'll refill the tray. We got turkey vulture, white-faced ibis, and the grasshopper sparrow. Alright, so 1 activation left. Probably just lay eggs. So we're going to lay 4 eggs here. We're out here in the just past the last column. And we can just spread these eggs out. So we'll put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And then we're going to look at a card from the deck, and if it's less than 100 centimeters, we'll tuck it. So this is the main duck, 79. So that does get tucked. And then the bobwhite is going to lay an egg on itself. And then we're going to reset the bird feeder. And there's a bunch of wheat. So we'll give them another cash point. Then we tuck 2 from the deck. And then we can tuck 1 from our hand, so we'll tuck this bunting. And we'll draw 1. Ooh. I wonder if the white-faced ibis is worth it, because we do have fishery manager. And all we have is this royal spoonbill right now. So this white-faced ibis is an 8-point bird and will get us an extra 3 points from fishery manager. I don't know if that competes with 4, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. Probably not, right? Suppose I could just pick it up. Tuck the red knot. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take the ibis then. Just to pick it up anyway. And then we'll discard an egg from the scrub fowl and start getting the food we need for it. We can't take nectar. So we can take a fish and a worm. And then that's going to be our last activation for the 3rd round. So we'll flip 1 more for the Automa. And they are going to remove going to be fish, then rats, then cherries. And cherries in the Oceania expansion includes the cherry nectar. So this will come out. And then we don't have any pink powers, so now we can flip 2 cards for them. Now that I learned I'm doing this the right way. So they're going to lose 1 in the wetlands and gain 1 in the grasslands here, or the forest. And then we'll flip 1 more. And then they're going to lose 1 in the wetlands and the grasslands. So working out much better than when you do it backwards, I guess. For the ibis, what did I tuck? The last card I tucked was the bunting. I didn't plan on playing the bunting. I didn't want to play the bunting. The bunting I picked up from a top deck. It was my last top deck. So yeah, that was it. No goal. So we actually have 6 turns in the last round, which is nice, instead of 5. So that gives us an extra action. No sense in refilling the tray. We'll just discard the last 2 there and then refill it. So in the tray we got Eastern Whipbird, we got Pied-billed Grebe, and we have the Green Heron. So the Green Heron would have been nice early on. You might be able to play the Red Knot in N2 if you want to gamble. Might guarantee the Nectar win in the wetlands too. Not sure how close that is. So that is close because they have 3 and I have 2 at the moment. But the only 2 cards I have in my hand are the Red Knot and the Ibis. So it's going to be one or the other. So I know this really sucks. You can't see my bonus cards either. But I do have Fishery Manager and I have Ecologist. So Ecologist we're already getting 4 points for. But I don't really plan on playing anything else in the forest. So yeah. I was thinking, like, maybe it's worth it to draw cards once, but I don't know if I can pass up 6 9-point turns from this engine. Because I'm going to be able to, or 5 9-point turns, right? Because we have an extra turn. We can use one of those turns to play the Ibis. Okay, then we have 5 turns of laying eggs. Oh, that's a good question too. So do we have the egg space? Okay, so we're laying 4 eggs, right? For 5 turns. So that's 20. And right now we have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We have exactly enough. Yeah, the bob white laying an egg on itself, I didn't account for. So it's going to be really close. Like, we may have a turn or 2 where we're not able to lay an egg on the bob white. It's sketchy. I don't know. It's very close. But in any case, we need to remove the round 3 card from the bonus, or from the Automa deck. Flip the round tracker to round 4. Okay, this card comes out. Now we can shuffle up the Automa deck. Or maybe use the Raven on the bob white for an extra food in case of a tie. That is, yeah, that's not a bad call. So, yeah. This is true. It just, what really sucks is I have the orange-footed scrub fowl. So that has a game end ability of lay an egg on each of your birds with an enclosure nest. And I have the bobwhite, the barn swallow, the mallard, and the scrub fowl itself. So that's going to be basically a waste of 4 points. But, you know, I'm trying to think, you know, is there a way I can get both of these down? But if I'm planning on playing both of these, then I need to draw cards once. And then I only have 4 turns. So it might just be more even. Get the red knot down. But see, I'd have to ignore the barn swallow for the remainder of the game if I want to play both of these. Right? That's why I was thinking with the extra turn, if I draw cards one time, that gives me, that solves the egg space. You get 3 cards with that. Oh, that's true. You do. So it's draw a bonus card and then draw 3 cards. Oh, you keep one of them. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, and I took... This is tricky. Yeah, the one bird I can keep tucking. So what are you saying? Like, I need to lay eggs first, right? But see, I wanted, the only reason I wanted to play the ibis was for the fishery manager 3 points. And if that's not worth it, I mean, it's an 8-point bird plus 3 from fishery manager I would get. Okay, so you say, okay, so lay eggs with no barn swallow, don't tuck. Then play the red knot. And then we get a bonus card and a bird. No, it's all good. I appreciate the input. I never know what to do in these situations. I feel like it's too much math for me. I can't handle it. Because I was just working out, like, if I want to play if I want to get the 8-point ibis down plus the 3 minus an egg, it's a 10-point play. Or I don't skip the... Yeah, they can get really tricky. I don't think I'm going to lose. I don't think it's a lose situation, like to the Automa on normal difficulty. But still, I like to get higher, the highest score possible. So, I could just skip. Instead of skipping the barn swallow, I could tuck the ibis and just say, forget fishery manager. I don't care, because I'm getting a new bonus card anyway. It's a gamble. I don't know what the answer is. So we have the Automa deck shuffled up. Yeah. So really the only reason I'm thinking of playing the ibis is because of the fishery manager. But it is 8 points. It is an 8-point bird. The 1 point you sacrifice not tucking on the barn swallow, you'll make up for it by not having an extra egg on the red knot from the scrub fowl. Damn. All right, so why don't you just help me plan this out then? So what'd you say you would do turn 1? Just lay eggs, not tuck on the barn swallow, right? So we're gonna lay eggs. We'll see what we get. So we're gonna lay 4 eggs here. I'm gonna try to keep the eggs off of the at least leave a few spots open, like on the mallard. We can fill up the spoonbill. So that was 1, 2. We could put one up here, and then we get one more. So we can fill the raven in, I guess. Okay, so we laid the 4 eggs. Let's activate the peregrine falcon. Then we have 20 centimeters, so that gets tucked. So we got another point there. Then we're gonna lay an egg on the bobwhite. Then we're gonna reset the bird feeder, and we're looking for wheat. Okay, there is one wheat, of course. So we give a cash point to the Automa. We tuck 2 from the deck behind the gala. We're going to skip the barn swallow. And we'll discard an egg from, I guess, the mallard for 2 worms on the raven. Or we can make it nectar, since we don't have a lot of nectar in the wetlands. So yeah, we'll make it nectar. And then we can flip for Automa's first activation, round 4. Okay, so they're going to discard the 3 cards from the tray. Gain a face down card. And they would lose a cube if they had a cube to lose. So Sandhill Crane, Ruby Crown Kinglet, and golden-headed Kisticola comes up in the tray. Next time you discard an egg, I discard 1 from the bobwhite just in case. Need to have space for the scrub fowl. Oh, true. I didn't think about that either. Yeah, I would like to have at least 1 spot on the barn swallow, the bobwhite, and maybe the mallard and the scrub fowl. Sandhill Crane is a great counter to the gala. It was, if it was a real person. Yeah, Sandhill Crane is ribeye in the sky, I guess they call it. Yeah, Sandhill Crane goes really well with the raven too. That gala is a strange looking bird though. Okay, so next turn we're gonna play this red knot, right? So we're gonna play the red knot. Alright, so this red knot is going. We can take a look at the board. The red knot's going here, so 3rd column in the wetlands. So we'll put that down. And it costs 3 worms and 1 egg, so we'll take an egg from the bobwhite. And this is draw 1 new bonus card, then draw 3 cards and keep 1 of them. So we draw 1 bonus card. And we have birds that can only live in grasslands. So we did get lucky there, hitting that lower threshold. We got 3 points. So that was definitely worth it, I will say, taking that gamble, because that makes up for the fishery manager that I was trying to get. Now I just have the ibis in hand. So with this new information, the cube dude, would you say we just tucked the ibis? Oh, we forgot to spend our food. So it's 2 nectar and a worm. Yeah. So all we have left is the one fish, the white-faced ibis. Oh yeah, we didn't do that either. So we draw 3, and we get to keep 1. So we have wood stork, mute swan, and European turtle dove. So European turtle dove is interesting, right? Because it gives us 2 more points on ecologist and gives us another bonus card. It's a shame we took that fish. The wood stork instead of the ibis. What about this European turtle dove? Because we do have ecologist too. So then we hit... Oh, I see what you're saying. Instead of gambling, just take the guaranteed bonus cards that we already have, right? Not a fan of gambling at this point. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so I don't really know where to go from here. So what do we keep? We keep the wood stork, right? Discard the turtle dove and the mute swan. Yeah. Okay, so what we have in our hand is the white-faced ibis and the wood stork. Okay, so we played the red knot. So that was our second activation. And then we have, for the Automa, playing birds. So both of these are going to come up. And I believe they keep the highest valued one. So they'll get the 2 points. And then we discard the Pisticola. Refill the tray. We have black skimmer. So the ibis is a guaranteed 9 points. Wood stork is a 7 plus a bonus card. Yeah, they both hit fishery manager. They do. They both hit fishery manager. See, it's just like, what other bonus card would we be getting? You know, that's a full deck with all of them in it, and I've only discarded 2. So the 2 discarded bonus cards are Forest Data Analyst and Breeding Manager. So we would be getting something, you know. I don't know. I don't mind gambling. You know, we know Breeding Manager's out. Even though we really wouldn't even do bad on Breeding Manager, I don't think. But yeah. I don't know. It's going to come down to the last turn. We don't have to play it right away, right? So this is our next activation. So we got 4 turns left. Let's lay eggs. See how close we can get to full capacity here. So we could put 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll fill up the raven. Now we can activate the falcon. We can look at a card. Okay, the wild turkey is 135 centimeters. You do have to decide what to tuck, though. Yeah, that is the question. That's true. So you kind of have to make a decision unless you want to skip this barn swallow. I don't really want to skip the barn swallow. You know, that extra point every time is going to be good. I think I'm just going to stick with the guaranteed 9. I don't know. Why not gamble, though? I feel like, you know, it's not like I'm going to lose the game. I don't think. I like to see what bonus card comes up. All right, so we lay an egg on the bob white here. And then we'll reset the bird feeder. And then we're looking for no wheat, hopefully. Okay, so wheat does come up. We'll give a cash point to the Automa. And then we tuck 2 from the deck under the Gala. And now we have to decide what we want to tuck. Alright, so you said that the Ibis is 7. I mean, it's 6. Yeah, it's 9 points like you said. And then I don't know. Yeah, maybe we just let's see, we have 3 turns left. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna win either way. So let's tuck the Ibis. And let's draw one. We got Horsefield's Bushlark. Okay, so we need to discard an egg here from... So we have plenty of space on the bob white right now. We kind of have space everywhere. I think we're okay. Let's just discard one from the bob white. We'll take 2 nectar. Okay. We'll flip one for the Automa. And they're doing food again, so 2 rats are coming out. Don't play the wood stork right away. You might be able to find the puffin. 2 more eggs of turns is what I do. Search for the puffin. Damn. I never think about it this hard. That's crazy. You must be pretty good at this game. So yeah, we don't have any pink powers. Let's just stick to the plan. We don't have to play the wood stork until the end. So we might find the puffin. So we're going to lay eggs again. We are going to get pretty close to capacity here. So let's start filling up the bigger birds. So we can put one on the scrub fowl. We could put one on the mallard. We can put... I might use the bob white. We'll put one on the bob white. One on the barn swallow. Is that 4? Did I just lay 4 or 5? I think that was 4. Okay, we'll look at a card from the deck. 112. A puffin pool would be insane, or maybe even a great egret for a double play if you want to use the raven for some food. You mean just keep pulling fish in hopes of pulling a raven? So we did get black crown night heron, so that is 9. That is a 9-point bird. Oh yeah, it is for the falcon. Good call. I'm losing it. Okay, lay an egg on the bob white. Reset the bird feeder. Okay, a wheat comes out, so we need to give a point. Then we can tuck 2. This Gala. This Gala is impressive how many tucks are under here. Okay, we tuck 2, and then we can tuck this bush lark. I mean, there's a skimmer. Okay, we got violet green swallow. We don't need any more food. And we only have 2 turns left. Gala and catbird. So that's like the mockingbird, right? Just the higher point one. Alright, so do we want to discard an egg here? Let's see, we have 1 turn left of laying eggs. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 3, 4. I think it's gonna work out just perfect where we get to use the scrub fowl. So yeah, we're not gonna discard an egg. We're gonna start skipping the raven. Okay, so I want to say that the Great Egret was one of the very first bonus cards, or very first cards out in the tray. Let me look at the discard pile real quick. So we have the Golden Eye, the Welcome Swallow, the Gold Crest. The Great Egret is in the discard pile. So that was one of the very first cards out in the tray. And it got discarded. So I think we're just going to skip the Raven for now. So that was our 4th activation. So we can flip a card for the Automa. And they're going to lay 3 eggs and get 1 more cube. Have I been putting cubes? They haven't gotten any cubes yet. Okay, so 3 eggs and a cube. There's 1 more, a double play bird out there? A 5-point double play in the wetlands. I'm trying to think. All right, let's give them the cube. So we have 2 turns left. We're going to lay eggs 1 more time. So this is going to be filling up the egg spots, trying to keep a spot open on each enclosure nest bird for the scrub fowl. Is it one where you ignore 1 egg cost or something? I can't remember all the names of the Oceania birds or whatever. Let's put 1 on the red knot. Let's put 1 on the mallard. Let's put 1 on the scrub fowl. And we need 1 more spot. Let's put 1 on the bobwhite. Okay, that's perfect. Except the bobwhite's going to lay an egg on itself. Oh, we'll still have room because it holds 6. Yeah, that one's worth 1 point. There are 2 double play birds, though, from the base game, I thought. The Great Egret and... yeah, I can't remember. So let's do the falcon. Okay, we do get a tuck with the Bell's Vireo, so that's 18 centimeters. And then we get 1 more egg on the bobwhite. This really worked out pretty perfect here because we have space for the scrub fowl now. Okay, and then we're going to reset the bird feeder 1 more time. Probably give the Automa another cash point. Yep. So we'll take the weed out, give them another cash. And then we tuck 2 from the deck. I bet you the puffin is tucked under the gala. And then we can tuck our swallow under the swallow. Draw 1 last time. We got the white-breasted nuthatch. We will skip the raven. Flip for the Automa. They're going to lose their cube. Lay 3 eggs. And last activation. So we're going to be playing our last bird here. And we're going to be playing it right here in the wetlands. I know it's hard to see. Camera's in the way. So we're playing the wood stork in the 4th column. It's going to be 2 nectar and a fish. So we'll put the nectar in the spent nectar. And then it also costs 2 eggs. So we can remove some eggs from... Let me just make sure I have enough space here for my scrub fowl. Yep, we should be good. I forgot about that too, playing that bird. Great blue heron is the other double play. Yeah, that one. So it's the great egret and the great blue heron. Yep. Okay, so we played the wood stork. We paid the food. We paid the eggs. Let's draw 2 bonus cards and see what we get. So we got backyard birder and ethologist. Okay, I'll take ethologist. Ethologist for 4 points isn't bad. Bird's worth less than 4 points. So we do have 1, 2, 3. But we need 5 to 6. So we're obviously keeping ethologist. So I think this was worth it. You tell me. This was an extra 4. It might have been about the same, right? So we played the wood stork. And we ended up picking up ethologist. It's about the same, right? So it would have been a guaranteed 9 points with the ibis. But we picked up this ethologist bonus card, putting us at like 10. So 8. So it still probably would have been... Yeah, more than the ibis. Oh, really? More than what the ibis would have been. Okay. I thought it would have been pretty close. All right. So we're happy with that. Yeah, that's it. So we'll flip one more for the Automa. They're going to play birds, lose cubes they don't have. So they're going to get another face down card worth 4 points. And then we'll do this nectar thing one more time. So the cubes go towards the thing. So they're going to gain 1 in the wetlands here. Okay. And then we have 1 more card. And they gain nothing. Cool. So like a 2-point difference from gambling. I never get that lucky. I swear, it's usually the other way around. So we end up with 1 card. So yeah, we have to add all this up. So for the end of round goal number 4, you can look at this. We have cherry and wheat in food cost of your birds. So this is a round 4 and this is an Oceania goal or whatever. So for cherry and wheat, they start with 6 in round 4. So no cubes, so they have 6. And then we can look at our board and count real quick. And we definitely have 6 beat. So we have cherry here on the woodpecker, a cherry and / wheat on the scrub fowl. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 with the gala, 6, 7, 8 from the bob white, and 9 from the mallard. So we do win the last end of round goal. Did I not put my cube out there when I played the wood stork? I must not have. I just saw it was still chilling in the thing. Okay. So we win the end of round goal, which is good. That's a positive 3 points, I guess. And now we just need to add up the score. So I have my pen here. So we're playing on normal difficulty. We can add up all these points. So we have 17, 27, so I think I have 42. So we have 17, and then 27, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So we got 42 bird points. Not bad. Bonus cards. So for the bonus cards, we have Fishery Manager, which we did end up getting the lower threshold, so we got 3 points there. So 3. Ecologist is birds in your habitat with the fewest birds, so 4. So that's 7 total right now. And then we hit 10. This is 3 points for Prairie Manager, so we have the bobwhite and the raven. That's 3 points, so 10. And then Ethologist, we get in any one habitat 2 points per power color. So we have a brown and a white and a yellow. So it's 4 points. So we have 14 points from bonus cards. Not bad. The end of round goals, we have a tie in first place here. So we split. It's just 2 points each. So I guess I'm green. So we have 2 and 7 is 9. So we get 9 points for the end of round goals, which is not good. Total eggs, we got to look at our board. So we have a lot of eggs here. That's really all we did all game was oh, we didn't do the scrub fowl. We need to do the scrub fowl. I'm glad I remembered that. So we get to lay an egg on, this is a game end power, so lay an egg on each of your birds with a ground nest. So we'll put 1 on the scrub fowl, 1 on the barn swallow, 1 on the bobwhite, 1 on the red knot, and 1 on the mallard. Okay, now we can add up all of our eggs. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29 eggs. So that's pretty good. We have no food on cards. And then we have quite a few tucked cards. So we have some under the peregrine falcon. We have some under the gala. And we have some under the barn swallow. So we have a nice little stack here of tucked cards we can add up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29 eggs and 29 tucks. And then we're going to add up the nectar for each habitat. So we lost the forest, so we get 2. We definitely won the grasslands. We have like 11. So we get 5 and the Automa gets 2. And then the wetlands is close. We can count this here. So they have 4. And we have 6. So again, 5 and 2. All right, so we can add up that total score. So we have 42 bird points plus 14 plus 9 plus 29 plus 29 plus 12, 135. So that is pretty good. I don't think I would have gotten that high of a score without the Cube Dude's help, to be honest. I think this is my highest score ever, actually. We need to add up the Automa score. So they get 4 points for each face down card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have 7 face down cards. So 28 points, and then the face up cards are worth face value, so they have 13 points here. And then we could do the end of round goals. So they end up getting 2 here, 5 here, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 points for the end of round goals. Eggs is just how many eggs they laid throughout the game. So they have 3. They have 17 eggs. And then the last thing to do is the horde tokens and the nectar. So for the nectar, they get 9 points. And then for the horde tokens, it's going to be every 4 is going to be a point. So they ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So 2 extra points. Yeah, so they end up with 80 total points. So yeah, 135 to 80. So yeah, that was a pretty good game. Don't know if I have time for another one. Yeah, I think that's my highest score ever. That's what I was saying. I don't think I could have done it without your help. See, I never knew that the Gala was always like you're guaranteed to tuck to. And I'm not as familiar with the Oceania birds, but I appreciate the help. That was a really good start getting the raven and the barn swallow down. But then the Gala was huge. I mean, yeah, that I need to remember that now. So that can go in the forest as well. Is there anything that really pairs well with it in the forest? I wonder. Yeah, I can't believe I had almost 30 tucks. Okay, the European goldfinch or snow bunting. As a counter. Or if they have a sandhill crane or Canada goose to use the wheat. Yeah, that would be horrible. Game end cash up to 8 wheat, right? Anything that uses wheat is a good counter to it. Yeah, because you're giving them wheat every time. It really doesn't hurt you against the Automa. Oh yeah, the house sparrow. No, I think that was my best score ever, actually. So I mean, I can look back. I have all my scores here. I did get 137 with just the base game and the European cards. But yeah, 135, that's really good. 121. Pretty much just staying around the hundreds. With the Nectar, I mean, especially being able to play the Raven in round 1. I know most tournaments you're not allowed to play the Raven in round 1. At least online. But yeah, that was a really good game. And I like this Oceania expansion. I like what they did with the Nectar. It's a lot of cards though. You started playing tournament rules with your mom when you play? That's cool. Yeah, I do have the Asia expansion, so I have all the expansions. I have played the Asia expansion on stream before. I just found it a little fiddly playing against the Automa, placing those duet tokens. Those are a bit annoying. It seems like the Automa is placing a duet token every turn, and it's kind of hard to compete with. You know, you're not playing that many birds. Yeah. It's really not that bad, but it is fiddly. If I do play the Asia expansion, I would just play, you know, either with the Nectar or just the base game birds is what I've been playing. I've been playing just the base game and the Asia expansion the standard way. So, the duet board is a no-go against the Automa, in my opinion. It is very confusing. So they have these other cards you can basically put your round tracker like this for round 4. I don't know if you can see that or not. And you'll flip your card. And they would be playing a bird, so they'd be placing a duet token, and then you would start up here and follow these symbols. So basically, since it says an X here with a cube through it, you would start at the top right of the duet board and work your way to the left, and then go down, back to the right, and then work your way to the left. And then you would jump down here, and this cube tells you what you're looking for. So any nest type, because it's a solid cube. And then you jump down here, and it says solid cube, so you're looking for any nest type in the grasslands, starting at the top right. Not that confusing, but it can get fiddly. It's annoying. So that's why I've kind of steered clear of it. But definitely don't have time for another game today. But I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, so that's, in a nutshell, that's it. For some reason, they even have a mini duet board like showing you this here. So, and there's a symbol for everything. So if it's blank, you know, if there's nothing, it tells you to start in the bottom right. And then if it says activate all pink powers, activate all pink powers, you'd start in the top left, and then cube, bottom left, and then cube with an X through it at the top right. And you always like go across and then back to where you started, and then across and then back to where you started. And that's really it. But it is annoying placing the duet tokens, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Appreciate you stopping by, the Cube Dude. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for where am I playing? When am I playing Wingspan next? Probably Monday. Probably next Monday. Yep. What, next Monday or Thursday if I can get a game in. So I've been playing Arkham Horror. I'm about to start a new campaign with Arkham Horror, so yeah, I'll try to post it on the schedule. Yeah, thanks. You too. Take it easy.